it's Mickey, and today I'm just going over the basics of tarot. This is what I have pulled out right now is my Rider-Waite deck, and it's only the major arcana. Now there are 21 of these cards, and these go along with the suit. So if you pull, a card, let's say out of this area, and you get like the Hangman or something, and you get a suit. The Hangman means patience. He's trying to achieve enlightenment. So the Hangman can be positive or negative if you are in a place where you are not able to feel enlightened, not able to find your path. So it could show that you're confused. I have my own interpretation of the cards because for the longest time, well, this deck did not come with a book because it was gifted to me. And I had to study each of the cards kind of on my own, and I didn't have access to the internet that much during the time, so, I had to go over kind of the basics from what I could find, and I just kind of stuck with that, even though I know what the meanings are now since I've researched them enough, and worked with them. I think this is the most used card deck that I have, and you can obviously tell it's very used, but it was also used before I got it. And so I'm gonna show how beautiful these are. I mean, they're really nice, and you can get these on Amazon, I'm sure. I like this because it's older. But you got the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, I can never say that name right, and you've got the Lovers, the Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, Wheel of Fortune. You've got Justice, the Hanged Man, and you've got Death. You've got the Temptress, the Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, and the last one, the World. So I try to get to know my tarot by going through them and just looking at the art on them and seeing what I feel from each one. I start out with the major, and then I go with the minor. But it's just a good way to understand them and to be able to get to know your deck very well. And that helps when you read for people or read for yourself, because then the cards understand you a lot better. So there's that. And then I'm just going to go over kind of the basics. I sorted all of this beforehand, and it took a while because obviously you don't have them sorted when you're doing card readings. I went through them in the order that they're supposed to be in. And okay, so we've got different elements, obviously. So we have Wand, and this is it's very pretty. I enjoy the art of the Rider-Waite deck. So and this is obviously earth-based. When we go through it, we see a lot of struggle, and we also see happiness as well. But a lot of it seems to be hard work. but there are happy endings in a lot of these. But just because a card looks negative, like death or the devil, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a negative card. Not every meaning's the same. Especially if it's, I would start with, I wouldn't go with reversed. I would go upright first, because if you go upright, it just helps you understand the cards a little better. And then if you're having to learn what the upright and the reversed means for every single card, it's a bit harder. So that's a bit of a challenge. I would go with the first meanings and what the card means itself before the upright and the reversed. But after you have that down, then I would go with the reverse. But that's the Ace of Wands. So then we've got water, so that's cup. Now with cup, it shows a lot of emotions. The emotions are more free-flowing compared to like what I'll get into with the swords. A lot of these, they have a lot of ones in here that show tranquility, happiness. I think there's more in this deck, or in this suit, than any of the suits. Pentacles has quite a bit as well, but it's just free-flowing. And the art is very nice in them. Celebration, love. There are some, well, this isn't even that negative of a card. That would be more like finding yourself, your journey. And that is 6, 7, 8, 8 of Cups. And we've got 5 of Cups, which is a little more of a negative one, but it will teach you something in one way or another. I will go into the meanings of the cards after I, go through a few sections where I'm showing you them. I feel like the basics is the best way to get started, because otherwise you can get overwhelmed like I did in the beginning. And I'm not an expert by any means. I'm just making these videos to kind of show, what I found that works. And so swords, they're more of a harsher emotion rather than a smooth, free-flowing one. A lot of these are lessons that you need to learn. And we start off right away. But every card doesn't mean that it's going to have a negative effect on you. It could mean that you're, going through a struggle, and that this could be in your past card. Or this could be, in your present, that you are going through a struggle. And it might show that you are able to get through it, which I'm sure you are. You just have to be patient with the cards and try to give yourself a few readings, but don't overdo it in one day, because you can confuse the cards and yourself. And we've got hard work as well, like we do with the wands. We've got struggle. See, these just look a lot more negative to people who are just looking at it, but each meaning is different. So each of the minors the suits have an ace to start with, and they go through, after that's 2 through 10. And then each of them has a page, a knight, a queen, and a king. So we've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 of each of the minor ones for the suits, each suit, and there's 4 suits. So there's that. But like I said, they all have different meanings, each one. Like, this is Pentacles, which relate around money. And there's the Ace. And we've got some good, and we've got some struggle as well, because, you know, that's how it is in life. And we've got hard work as well. And we've got happiness. And that's 10 of Pentacles. And we've got the same. We've got Page, we've got Knight, we've got Queen, and we've got King. So these are just, that's just a basic overview. I have 3 main ones that I use, but this is the one that is easiest for me to start with because it's so basic. And the meanings are just kind of right in front of you. Next time I will be going over this deck. It's one of my favorites. It's the Cat Tarot, and it's got, you know, the normal amount, 78 cards. So this is a tarot deck. It's a little harder to interpret, my words. Not having school in person seems to not help my speech too much right now. But they are really cute and they're fun, and the meanings are very similar. It's just you have to get past certain parts of the deck that you're kind of confused on what the meanings mean. But some of them are very straightforward, like the Rider-Waite. So I will go over that next time, and I will go over the layout. The first layout I'm going to be going over is the 3 card spread, because that's the easiest. It's very simple, and I would go over the, you know, just pulling a card, which that's very simple as well, but I like the 3 card spread. I also keep my Rider-Waite deck in a silk bag. This is velvet, not silk, but I keep it in that because it keeps it away from negativity. Also, the case isn't like this. It's not as sturdy, so it falls apart really easy. And I use a tarot cloth because you don't want to put it on just a plain surface, because it's picking up any energy that has been around that surface. So what I use is I spray or burn white sage, usually before my actual readings, and I like to have a selenite stick around to be able to help with the cleansing of the space. So that is it for right now. If you have any questions about the tarot, or if you want me to go into certain details about certain ones that you're confused about, just let me know. I'm keeping the videos under 15 minutes. This is going to be on the group and on YouTube and Instagram after I figure out how to do that. You all have a wonderful day, and please leave suggestions, comments, or anything like that in the comment section. I would be outside right now, but it's super windy and I didn't feel like, you know, having a 78 card pickup. That would not be fun. But you all have a great day, and I'll talk soon. Bye.